Good day everyone, and welcome to Sigmascape version 1 Savage, the first high-end instance of the new Omega raid, featuring the Phantom Train. This encounter follows a strict timeline of mechanics, with many of the Phantom Train's abilities being combined in different ways and repeating over the course of the fight. Upon engaging, it's important to note that the main tank will become chained with connectivity, a persistent mechanic that deals more damage the farther away they are. Shortly after, the Phantom Train will encumber players by limiting the space available in the platform with stationary ghost boxes, just like in normal mode. In Savage mode, however, these will not be removed automatically. Instead, players must carefully place their saintly beams near the ghosts to eliminate them. It is recommended to remove any boxes that spawn within melee range. However, any others should be left standing, as they will be required to clear subsequent mechanics. Diabolic Whistle is a ghost summoning mechanic with 3 different variations. Let's go over them in order of appearance. Firstly, we have the knockback, where a singular ghost will attempt to push the party out of the platform after a brief delay. Any players without knockback prevention, such as Surecast and Arm's Length, must make use of the remaining ghost boxes to avoid being pushed out. Secondly, we have the Ghost March, a returning mechanic from normal mode, where slow-moving ghosts will cross the platform from both sides. And lastly, we have the Tether variation, another returning mechanic where players must kite their ghosts and eliminate them with Saintly Beam. The main tank should always keep an eye out for Doomstrike, a single-target, magical tank buster that must be mitigated accordingly. During head-on, the Phantom Train will prepare to ram the platform, knocking back and dealing damage to players based on proximity. This mechanic is often combined with Diabolic Wind, where each marked player should claim a different corner to avoid overlapping damage following the knockback. The main tank, however, must remain within reasonable proximity due to the connectivity mechanic, and compensate with a strong cooldown. Acid Rain is a party-wide attack that deals moderate damage, but is particularly dangerous as it often occurs after head-on, and has the potential to finish off low-health players. Diabolic Headlamp is another returning mechanic. In Savage mode, however, this attack must be shared at or near the center of the arena, as it is accompanied by a strong knockback. And lastly, we also have Diabolic Light, a delayed proximity marker that targets 2 players, normally the main tank and a healer. This serves as a tank swap mechanic, as the main tank will not be able to drop his proximity marker at the back of the platform while they are chained with connectivity. Nearing the 3-minute mark, players will enter the transition phase, which remains largely similar to normal mode, except for the Ghost March. Here, each player must claim a ghost according to their job role, starting with tanks and healers on the large and small ghosts of the first wave respectively, followed by DPS on the remaining ghosts of the second wave. While inside, tanks will be tasked with surviving a hard-hitting tank buster, healers must dispel and heal themselves, and DPS must kill their ghosts before they enrage. Upon returning, the Phantom Train will repeat all previous mechanics, albeit in different combinations, with some being more troublesome than others. Among them, we have the knockback variation of Diabolic Whistle into Diabolic Headlamp. As before, players must position themselves to avoid being pushed off the arena, but also quickly converge in the center afterwards to withstand the second knockback that follows. Lastly, it's important to manage any excess ghost boxes in the platform, as the lack of space can be problematic when certain mechanics are executed, especially during the more chaotic final portion of the fight.